when it comes to streamer platforms. Mixer is shutting down and sending all their partners to Facebook
What the fuck
Gaming.
is 2020?
2020. I'm so curious. Like, we're halfway through, right? I'm curious how 2020 is gonna end. It's strange.
So the news
You know-
is, the big one is Shroud and Ninja, who signed Mixer deals less than a year ago, and the rumors that's been confirmed to sources is that they got paid for the full duration of the contract. So if Ninja had a 3-year contract, he just got paid for 3 years worth of streaming, and then he gets to leave.
like, it's so much
You
money.
just retire
Does
after
that
at
sound
point?
legit to you guys?
I
really have
I
no
don't
clue.
know. I don't know if Microsoft, like, I'm sure they had a clause for termination, like,
Right?
but would it be like, oh yeah, if we terminated, or you can have all the money? That seems.
But it's also
It
like,
seems almost like too good to be true, you know?
yeah, but it's like, are they gonna force them to go to like Facebook? Like, is that even is that viable also? Like, that's hard as well, you know? Like, what are they gonna do with
I
them?
think they wouldn't want that for public perception purposes.
Yeah.
So it's probably like coming to an agreement on. I mean, my theory is that they came to a settlement on the amount that they would be paid out or an amount to transfer over to Facebook. But I feel like just getting your whole contract, like
Yeah,
3
yeah.
years, that feels like too
That would be
good
the
to
most
I
amazing
feel like
shit.
Microsoft, anybody, like any big company's lawyers would not just be like, okay, Smiley. But also, like, I feel like that's maybe a pessimistic way of looking at it. So I don't know.
Yeah, it really depends on like who had more power during the negotiations. Like, I can see someone asking for that, and Microsoft being like, "Yeah, that's never gonna happen. We're getting Ninja. Our platform's gonna be thriving." But yeah,
They didn't know.
it's crazy. Like, and like apparently Mixer streamers had zero idea. Like anyone who's not Ninja or Shroud. So everyone just found out the day of, and then like on Mixer, you see people crying. It's like,
I mean, it's like imagine if we were on Twitch and one day Twitch was like, "Oh, by the way, we're shutting down." Like, you know, like, it'd be like such a rude awakening or shock, and I can't imagine just losing everything.
because yeah, when you stream on something like Mixer and you're not streaming on Twitch, where the majority of the viewers are, it's like you're trying to grab a small piece of a small pie already.
Yeah.
And that
And-
pie is now gone.
Yeah, it's like, oh, sorry, and then you have to look at the big pie, which is swarmed by thousands and thousands of people.
That's a tough transition.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's why I want to like check out Mixer streamers that are transitioning, because I'm sure some of them are good and worth checking out.
If
Oh
they
my god,
were-
what if Twitch made like a recommended section from other platforms?
Mixer refugee.
Refugees section. Mixer is an interesting,
my
like,
God.
I bet that's gonna be a marketing case study in business school.
Yeah, like
Their marketing team was just like, okay, you know all that like advertising stuff? No, we're just gonna put an entire like quarters or half a year's marketing budget on getting like one massive
dude.
streamer. Yeah. And see how that goes.
I think
And we know how that
I agree, because it also sets like a precedence. Like all the negotiations that are going on right now with other streamers, in the past they can be like, hey, I can go to Mixer, you know, if you don't give me a big offer.
True.
And now they can point, well, you know, Mixer got Ninja and Shroud, and they fucking crashed and burned, and they're probably like coming back. So yeah, you're probably gonna stay no matter what happens. So like from a
Maybe more-
competition negotiation aspect,
More
It's like-
leverage
Yeah.
for Twitch.
yeah.
Yeah.
I got
didn't
so
even think of that.
fucking lucky. So
Yeah.
I literally want to send Ninja a present and be like, thank you for the thing you did that like unintentionally gave me a lot of money.
Yeah, like they
Because
set.
it was, yeah, it's just time.
Yeah, it's like they set like a precedent when they did that, and then money started coming out. But now it went 180, where it's like, oh shit,
Yeah.
it didn't work. And then I'm sure
Everybody
Twitch.
crawling back to Twitch.
Yeah, Twitch is like, looks who comes crawling back.
What I'm curious about is I feel like YouTube is 100% going to try to slide in there with a deal. And that's why Ninja was like, I have some important decisions to make, blah, 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 blah. I can totally see Ninja going to YouTube and Shroud coming back to Twitch.
Oh, you think?
I can see that.
Yeah, because people on Twitch fucking love Shroud, and Shroud fucking loves Twitch. He watches Twitch still all the time, whereas I feel like Ninja isn't like as emotionally tied to it, or as personally is better word, personally tied to it, or personally invested in how well Twitch does. So that's my blind guess.
Yeah.
What do you guys think is gonna happen?
I can see both of them just moving back to Twitch, honestly.
I definitely agree with Shroud. I think
How is-
if he comes back, he's gonna be popping. Go ahead, Dylan.
How is YouTube streaming doing? Like, is it
Ray's
is it
actually
bad?
doing really well. Like,
Is it
Yeah.
good?
she's hitting 5.
becomes
6K.
legit.
Is it like actually comparable to Twitch?
I don't know in terms of like engagement and donations and subs, but in terms of just viewership, yes.
Okay.
But I also think it's important to note, like, platforms like YouTube and Facebook, they have inherent viewership. Mixer didn't. So
I
I
agree.
feel like if you go to either of those platforms, like, things can always work for you because there's always traffic on that platform. So that's why I feel like that's a good like middle ground. If Ninja had wanted to make a decision like that, well, he'll probably get like actually a ton of viewership. Imagine all the Fortnite people
Honestly?
watching on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he would do really well on YouTube. Yeah, I see that now.
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, for me, I guess it's because I'm so used to Twitch. I can't imagine like streaming without that culture that we're so used to,
Yeah.
right? Where the poggers and all the cringe emotes, like I like it all.
I will say though, I feel like although YouTube is obviously a more like normie community, I feel like that can also translate into being a bit more of a calm and nice community as well. So, pros and cons.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, definitely see Shroud going back, but like Pokey mentioned, like Shroud, it's Shroud. He's one of the best FPS streamers in the world. I wonder if like some of the other FPS streamers are kind of like, oh god, he's coming back, my viewership, because like he's always number one, no matter what. Like
Yeah.
there's a new game, he's 100% number one. Like if Shroud was on Valorant on Twitch when Valorant came out, like everyone's
I want
viewership,
him-
yeah.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, everyone's viewership would like 100% be much, much lower.
I want him to come back to Valorant and make Valorant a popular game because I like playing it, but not enough people stream it or watch it. Please, Shroud.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Not to mention, Shroud will like pop off the Valorant section, like, because they rank the games by viewership, right? If Shroud's on there,
Yeah.
like, Valorant's going up at least 4
up,
spaces.
yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Sure.
think he still plays the game quite a bit, I think.
Yeah.
I'm sure Riot would love him. Back to Twitch. I have watched some Shroud clips just to learn.
Yeah, he's insane.
It's crazy.
Do you guys think it's like, I don't know, what do you think about the fact that no one really knew until they announced it? On one hand, it feels so like kind of rude and disrespectful to the people whose livelihoods dependent on Mixer. But also on the other hand, it's like literally if any employees or any other streamers knew, that shit would have leaked.
Yeah.
Like ASAP Rocky. So,
Yeah,
guys
I
think?
mean, from a fairness perspective, Shroud and Ninja being one of probably the 2 streamers that had a heads up. Maybe there's a few more. Like it's kind of unfair to everyone else, especially the
Yeah.
people who are like more like not making as much money, which is a lot of them. But yeah, like you said, if people knew, if it gets leaked, then it's this whole like because they want to make sure the narrative is correct, right? Because no one wants to watch Mixer streamers if it sounds like, oh, it's a failing platform, so anyone on it is like bad or anything. But
Yeah. I think at
Yeah.
that point it's functionally the same thing. Like if you told everyone on the platform, it's gonna leak so hard. There's like that's essentially an announcement, and if you announce it's they're both same day, right?
Yep.
So like,
that's what I was thinking. That it's
Right.
like not as bad because it's not like Mixer in and of itself is shutting down that day. It's like I don't know when the date is that they're shutting down, but I guess that was just like the official announcement.
I think probably the only unfair thing would be that like the very large streamers knew ahead of time. That probably feels bad.
That the employees didn't. Well, I guess all the same, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're an employee or if you're a streamer, I guess your livelihood depends on it either way.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Either way, we are wishing you guys the best. And yeah, if anyone does enjoy any specific Mixer streamers down below, comment them. Yeah. I am very curious because I don't know, maybe we'll get some like cool new talent or streamers on Twitch.
The next
from
Pokemon.
Yeah. The next Lily Peach, the next offline TV in and of itself.